my ex-husband and I split up 2 years ago. We've got 2 kids together, an 8-year-old boy and a 5-year-old girl. Things were actually decent between us until our daughter was born. That's when everything changed. He just became this completely different guy overnight. I tried to make it work for the kids' sake, but when I found out he was cheating, I was done. Filed for divorce immediately. The divorce took forever, over a year, because he fought me on everything. I got primary custody and the court ordered him to pay child support. Here's the thing though, he's never paid a single cent, not once. I make enough money to cover everything, so it's not like we're struggling, but I signed up for enforcement anyway because that money should go into savings accounts for the kids. He knows this, but he refuses to pay because he thinks it'll force me to talk to him, like I'm gonna beg him for money or something. I just let enforcement handle it and stay out of it. Since he's so far behind on payments, enforcement started suspending everything they could. Driver's license, business licenses, all that. They send him notices in the mail every time something gets suspended, but I'm pretty sure he just throws them away without opening them. Now here's where it gets interesting. My family's from another country. I'm first-generation American, and my grandma passed away earlier this year. I decided I wanted to take the kids to visit family and see where she's buried. But legally, I needed my ex's permission to take the kids out of the country. I asked him, and of course he agreed, but then immediately told me he was planning his own vacation to the same country at the same time. This is something he does every single time I take the kids anywhere. If we go to the beach, suddenly he's got a beach trip planned. If we go visit my parents, he shows up in their town. It's his way of keeping tabs on us and making everything about him. My lawyer saw this coming from a mile away. She drafted this whole document that basically said he was giving me permission to travel with the kids on these specific dates, and it included a clause that he had up to 72 hours before travel to revoke his permission. He signed it, got it notarized and everything. Travel day comes around, I get to the airport with both kids 3 hours early like you're supposed to for international flights. Check-in goes smooth, security goes smooth, everything's fine. We head to this little airport diner to get breakfast. The kids are excited, my son's talking about the plane, my daughter's asking if she can get a window seat. It's all good vibes. Then my ex shows up. He was supposed to be on a different flight for his own trip, but I see him at the airport. We're finishing up our pancakes when my phone rings. It's him. He's freaking out. Apparently he got to the check-in counter and they told him his passport was revoked. Like completely unusable. He can't board the plane. They told him it was revoked due to unpaid child support and that the only way to get it reinstated was to pay everything he owes in full. We're talking thousands of dollars. He's yelling at me through the phone saying that since he can't go on his trip, he's not giving me permission to take the kids anymore. I reminded him about the 72-hour thing. We were way past that deadline. He completely ignored that and said he was going to find airport police and tell them I was trying to kidnap his children. I told him to do whatever he needed to do and hung up. Sure enough, 2 officers showed up at our gate about 20 minutes later asking questions. They wanted to know what was going on with the kids, who had custody, all of that. I pulled out the notarized document my lawyer had prepared. They read it, looked at the timestamps, confirmed we were past the revocation deadline, and sent us on our way. My ex was standing there the whole time looking like he wanted to explode. He started blowing up my phone immediately. Text after text after text. I ignored all of it until we got on the plane and I could finally turn my phone off. The peace and quiet during that flight was honestly the best part. While we were in the air, he called my brother. Here's the truth. I suspected his passport might be revoked. I didn't know for sure, but I knew enforcement had been suspending everything they could because he refuses to pay. Was I supposed to call him and remind him to check? The man gets official notices in the mail all the time. That's on him.